Morning guys, welcome to my channel Man&Motors. Today I have a BMW 5 Series 2013. It's a 520 diesel. Today I'm doing a full service on the car, and I have a light to change on the rear, near side. It's damaged, so I'll show you how to change that as well. And yeah, let's go for it. So to get to this light unit, we'll have to take all these trims off. We got this one, the one underneath, and this panel, just to get to it, because usually they don't really go wrong. It's just because he had a little accident. So we're gonna change this unit because it was full LED unit and it's a bit expensive as well. So let's start taking these trims off. As you can see, there's a clip there, clip there, clip there, clip there, and it just lifts out. That's one part of the trim done. The clips are like these, so this pushes in and it hooks on, and you just pull this bit of it out and it comes out. So next I'm going to take this one out of the way. So next I've taken these two plastic 10 mils. Use a ratchet spanner. Just goes here and here, and it just lifts out of the way. Just move out of the way. Next we focus on this side. Maybe if we just take this clip off here, and there's one over here. We might just have to move it out of the way slightly to get to the back of the light unit. So I've taken those two clips off, and now we can get to the back of it. So you got to see those two 8 mils. That's what's holding it in. And once you get to that, and it just should pop out. So I've taken those two 10 mils out, so you just have to wiggle it out. There we go. Just remember there's a lug there, it goes into that. So that's it. Now we just have to unplug that connector and put a new one in. So there you go, we removed the old one. There's a brand new one. It's a brand new one here, and we repeat the process. Just plug and play. So let's refit back on. So you got, if you want to take it off, you got one 8 mil there, one 8 mil there, and you got one 8 mil just lying there. See that one? Point my finger at it. There. So you got that 8 mil. You take off to take the unit out, and then there's obviously connected there. So that's all done. Let's refit this trim back in, and it all sit back in place. There you go, light unit's all done, and it's brand new now. It's not a bad job to do. Maybe take you 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes, if that, or less than that sometime. So there you go, that's how you do the BMW near side rear light unit. So next, the next up is a service. So we're going to do the air filter, pollen filter, fuel filter, oil change. So we're going to do all that, and let's see. So we're going to take this cover off, and there you go, air filter sits right there. Simple, first job. So to take the air filter off, you've got a clip right here. Just unclip that, and there you go, just pops off. That's the air filter. We won't put that on just yet, the new one, because we're just going to take this all off. Just make sure we have a look, no leaks or anything like that. So we're just going to take this whole cover off. So to take the housing off, it's pretty simple. It's just clipped on here, clip here, and this pops off. So we're gonna just put this on the floor for the time being. Just show you where the oil filter is. Oil filter sits there. This is a dipstick, so we're gonna suck the oil out on this one, and just take this out of the way. So while I'm sucking the oil out, I'm going to change the oil filter while it's there and exposed. Just take these covers off, just have a visual look around everywhere. It seems alright, there's no oil leaks, and yeah, we go from there. So this is my oil pump. we suck the oil out. So it's simple. We've got the live and earth to the power. So we've got the power there where you boost start the engine if it's flat battery. This is where you plug it in. So we just need the live there. And the earth you can put anywhere in the body. So you got these bolts, you can put it on them. I'll just stick it on this one here. It's a bit bent, but somehow I'll get it on there. It's just worn out my clip. There you go. Should just fire up. There you go. Now this fin end will go into the dipstick hole. So let's stick this in here, all the way in. This way we've suck the oil out. Just turn it this way around. There you go. Let's reach the end, and then the other side we'll drain it out. Show how it's been done. There you go. See the oil. It's good if this the engine's warmed up. Oil is warm, it gets thinner. That's what you need. Don't do it when it's cold. It takes a long time. It doesn't take out much. So we'll let this drain out. While that's draining, we'll change the oil first. We've got a 27mm socket and 1/2-inch spanner. It shouldn't be that tight. So this is the oil filter. As you see, it's going to be black. There's a new one and there's a new O-ring which goes on here. So we're going to change that now. Oil filter in the cap. New O-ring done. Just lubed a bit of oil on the O-ring so it goes in smoothly. And let's put it all in. The oil filter's in, not too tight. It says here 25 newton meters, which is not that tight. You've got a direction of how to tighten it. So that's all done. So I've drained all the oil out. I'll just show you how good it is. I'm going to put the dipstick back in and take it back out. It's drained everything out. Don't see nothing on the dipstick now. So that's pretty good. It sucks everything out. And it sucked out roughly around 5.5 liters of oil. I have a Shell Ultra 530. This car takes roughly around 5.3 liters or so, or 5.5. I'm gonna obviously put around 5.5 and check on the dipstick. So oil's all in. Now we put back the covers and the new air filter, and this part of the engine is all done. The fuel filter is on the near side under, so I'll show you how that's been done. Okay, the new air filter's in. See, there's a clip there and it's hooked there and just hooks out like that and hooks back in. Okay, the cover's on as well, so everything on the bonnet side, engine bay, is all done. Next we're going to do pollen filters, and they go underneath the glove box. So first we're going to take out, there's about there, Torx 25, T25. There's another one there, and this cover should just pop down and you should see the pollen filter there. As you see, I've taken the panel off, so we can expose, that's where the pollen filter sits. So you got more screws to take off. And I forgot to tell you that there's one more screw on this side. So it hooks on there, the panel. So you just have to lift that out and it just slides out. So let's go for that. hiding somewhere here. There it is. Feel it, but I can't get to it. Okay, let's get it a second. So just take this out. That's one. There's two of them in here. There's two. There we go. So here's a new one. You see it's got arrows there. So they're gonna face this way, coming towards me. So this side in. This one and two. Yes. Sit right here. There you go, job done. Now let's screw back in. So just put this panel back on, and it's got one screw over here. This is a one over here to screw back in, and there's one over here, and there's one over there. So I'm underneath the car. The fuel filter sits about here somewhere, so I'm gonna have to take this whole panel off. I've got these 8mm bolts go across, so we're gonna take that off on the tray. So the cover's off, fuel filter sits right here. It's an inline filter, so we're going to change that now. So what we got here is disconnect that plug, and it should be a screw there. Undo that and to unplug it, and there should be like a safety clip on this side to unclip. There's a motor in there, pump, so let's do that. So I got it to this position. Just remove the brackets to hold this fuel filter. See that clip? You go push that down and that should pop off. It only goes in one direction. You can't go that way because it doesn't go that way. It all goes this way, and you got the arrow facing. Fuel travels from the tank through the filter then to the engine. So that stores all the dirt and gunk what comes out from the fuel. So I've got a Jubilee clip here. It's got a 5mm spanner you can put on there, or socket. I've just loosened that off, and this side is ready to come off. I'm just going to take the clip on that side and then take it all off at one go. So I've taken the old one off. That's the old one out there. This is a new one. So let's this here. You got a little locator right there. See that little lug? And it should match up with that little bit there, so you can't get it wrong. And it's a little bit of fiddle. Once you take that clip out, you just wiggle it and it pops out. See, new filters all in. So just repeat myself. So you got a 5mm socket there. It could change, you know, over the years. People change it, may lose that clip or break it, so you could have different type on this side. But here you got a little safety pin here, which just pop off, and that just pops off over there. And you got a 10mm bolt holding the bracket for the filter. So that's really it. And now you put back the under tray. So I have brake fluid change to do on this car, and that's the last thing I have. This is a brake fluid machine. This is a pressurized system. As you can see, do not exceed 28 psi. You pressurize the brake fluid, and it just pushes the old fluid out from the 4 wheels, and I'll show you how it's done. So the location of the brake fluid reservoir is over here underneath this cover on the passenger's driver side front. We'll just take this out of the way. And we put our own cap, which is this here. Stick that in here, like that, so. Then we hook this on. So I put a liter of brake fluid into this pressurized system. So you're gonna pump it up, and I'll get up to 20 psi. That should be enough. And then now release the nipple, which I'll show you in a minute. I pressurize the system to around 20 psi. Just make sure there's no leaks, which there ain't. That's the main thing. Then we come to this wheel first. We always go to the furthest way back to the reservoir. So this is the furthest way, near side rear. Then we do the off rear, near front, and off front last. So the nipple is right here. So this is where the fluid will come out from. As you can see, it's coming out now. Just loosened it. So I'll let this drain for a bit. Don't take too much out. Maybe like 100-200 mil, if that. See, I've locked it up. Fluid stop. That much will do. Look how black that is. Should be nice golden. So it is pretty dark. Hasn't been changed for like 2 years. So let's go and move on to the next one. So I've done the 2 rears. I'm doing a near side front. This one you might not need to take the wheel off, because it's literally right here. There it is. You see that nipple? So it's literally right here. So I don't need to take the wheel off for that one. I can do it right there. So now it's draining. So we're taking almost halfway there. So we take these 2 front wheels and it'll be done. As long as you fill this bottle off, that should be enough. It's taken out. Yep, that's all done now. Now I'm just gonna clean that up. Just clean a bit of mess, and it should be all done. So all the brake fluid's out of the car. This is the color. Usually not that bad actually. It's a little bit darker than the new one, but there you go. There's the brake fluid. And yeah, we're gonna depressurize this. Whatever left. Press the button and just depressurize, and I can take the cap off. And that should be all done. As you can see, I'm just bleeding the fuel system as I change the fuel filter. So I'm just getting that done, and the car should start after that. So it's all done. The engine started fine. Just gonna go around, make sure there's no fuel leaks or anything where I shouldn't be. It's running nicely. There we go, underneath, no leakage. Running nice. Now it's time to reset the service light. Now I'm just resetting the service light. So go to engine service requirement. So brake fluid is done. Yes, you got brake fluid 24 months. So you go to engine, so you go F1. Then it says please wait. So it's all resetted now. Everything on here is okay. Brake fluid 19, 20, that's 2023 now. So everything's resetted. So this car is all done. Needs a good wash. I'll take it to wash now. Thank you for enjoying this video on the full service brake fluid change and the rear light. And please subscribe to the channel and like the video, and please do share with others. Leave any comments below if you need to know anything or advice. And that's all. Thank you. Enjoy. Take care. Bye.